What's going on, y'all? This is Pure Hoops here, and today we're gonna be doing our NBA recap, October 24th, Friday, October 24th, day 4 of the NBA season. Whole bunch of games today. Timberwolves, Lakers, and Suns Clippers is not done yet, but those games are pretty much over. Um, yeah, I didn't really get to watch as much basketball today as I wanted to. Mainly because I don't know. The Amazon games were kind of boring. Besides, no, the Spurs Pelicans one wasn't boring. I think that was on Amazon, but obviously Lakers Timberwolves is kind of boring. It was kind of a. I don't think it was a blowout the whole time, but you know, it wasn't that close in the second half for sure. Um, but I watched Pistons Rockets. That was a really good game. Watched that whole thing. Amazing game. Even though it was a lot of inefficient basketball, but it was a grinded out game, which you always those games are they're fun to watch. So yeah, and unfortunately I watched the Warriors Trailblazers game, which was boring. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched like the first half. Steph went off in the first quarter, like 16 points in the first quarter, and it had like I think he had like 20 something in the first half, and then he ended with 35. He had a really good game, but they just couldn't get any stops. Denny Avdia went crazy, and yeah, Donovan Clingan's also splashing threes. But let's just get into the game by game. Not gonna spend too much time on every team, but every time I say that, I end up spending too much time on every team. But yeah, Giannis was incredible today against the Raptors. Just pretty much a perfect game for Giannis. Go all stats. So, Giannis 11 for 14, 2 for 2 from 3, which is always nice to see from Giannis. 7 for 12 from the free throw line isn't too bad. 20 rebounds. Crazy. I didn't even realize he had that many. 7 assists, 31 points, 1 block. I mean, beautiful stat line for Giannis. That's the kind of stat line he's going to have to be putting up every single night if they want to win games. So, getting 20 from Gary Trent is a massive plus. 23 from Cole Anthony is a huge plus. I didn't really get to watch this game. I was popping in and out, but I didn't really get to watch this game in full. So kind of looking at these stats now. Miles Turner wasn't very good, 2 for 8, but he was plus 12, so it's pretty solid. Bobby Portis got to hit more threes. Kyle Kuzma 4 for 5, solid. AJ Green 3 for 5. You love to see AJ Green threes, man. But I think they're definitely gonna miss Kevin Porter Jr. for a little while. He's not the greatest player, but he's definitely their best point guard. So yeah, that's why Giannis had 7 assists, because he was basically running point guard today, most likely. But then for the Raptors, you had Brandon Ingram, solid enough game, a really good game, honestly. 29 points, 10 for 20, 3 for 7 from 3. It's a really good game. 9 for 12 from RJ. RJ, 9 for 12 is really good, I don't know how this team fits in the long term, I feel like that's the issue that a lot of people have with this team. It's just like there's a lot of wings, and you don't know who's really gonna be your best player. You know what I mean? Because Scotty Barnes, it looked like after his rookie year and his sophomore year that he was going to be easily the best player for the Raptors for a while. He's had a couple down years, and you just hope that he picks it back up. He's been solid this season, though, so far. Jakob Poeltl's always going to be solid, 6 points. 5 rebounds is a little low, but they have a lot of really good rebounders on that team. And Manny quickly grabbed 7 of them, so that's pretty crazy. Honestly, not much to say about this game. It's kind of just the whole story of this game is Giannis. Giannis carried the Bucks, made it happen. Bucks starting off 2-0 was great for them. They do need to get off to a decent start so they can, they don't want to ever have to play catch up with that roster. But yeah, pretty solid game. Then the Hawks Magic. Hawks pull this one out. I saw a lot of people complaining about the way Trae Young was playing. 7 for 18 is rough, but at the end of the day, 25 points. They got it done. 10 for 12 from the free throw line. 6 assists is a little bit low for Trae Young. Normally he has more, but they definitely spread out the ball a lot today. Jalen Johnson, underwhelming game for him. Usually, you'd like to see Jalen Johnson have more points and more assists, really. Okongwu, crazy that he just takes so many threes now. Nickeil Alexander-Walker forgot how to shoot, apparently. He hasn't been able to hit a three all season, which is, it's the first 2 games, so it is what it is. But you definitely want to see him get back to his three-point shooting because that's his most valuable asset is his three-point shooting by far. So, Dyson Daniels plus 10, which is amazing. I can't remember this guy's first name. Gay. Let me just make sure. I don't want to. Yeah, Mohamed Gay. Hey, beautiful game for him. Plus 21 in 30 minutes is amazing. Especially when you have Jalen Johnson and Onyeka Okongwu minus 12 and minus 11. 13 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block. I mean, that's a beautiful stat line for your backup center. And, oh, man, I just realized that Kristaps Porzingis is already out, which is kind of crazy. That's rough. But it's cool to see Asen Newell get a little bit of playtime too. 5 points, plus 9 in his 4 minutes is, I mean, that's amazing. So, Luke Kennard plus 11. It looks like, Trae Young's never going to be the most efficient player in the world. So you take what you can get from him, scoring wise, and you pulled out the win against one of the better teams in the East. So you definitely needed to make up for that Toronto Raptors loss, really bad. So let me change this light real fast. I don't know why this light is it's supposed to be like that. Turn my eyes. Yeah, Paolo 4 for 15. Really bad game for Paolo. 11 points is rough. Yeah, see, that's the issue with Paolo. A player that big, he's 6'10", he's bulky, he's super strong. He just takes too many jump shots. I wouldn't say he's scared of contact, but he just doesn't go to the rim as much as he should. For having that kind of player, like having that kind of build and being able to, he could play as physical as he wants and overpower like 95% of the league. There's no reason why he should just be so jump shot heavy and so like, he takes so many jump shots. He takes difficult shots for no reason. It's like, it doesn't make sense to me. It's like he wants to be like a Tatum type player, but he should try to be more like I don't even know what his comparison would be. Like a Zach Randolph that has like more, that's like a lot quicker, I guess. Like, obviously you want him to take threes, but I'm talking about like with the physicalness and just being tough. Paolo he doesn't play very tough to me. And he has the ability to. He's an amazing player. I don't know why he doesn't go to the rim more and he doesn't play with more physicality. I think my hot take for the Magic this season, I think by the end of the season, we might be saying that Franz Wagner is the best player on this team. Franz is incredible, bro. The efficiency how efficient he is at the rim and how creative he gets at the rim, it's like crazy. And if he's gonna hit like 35 to 40% of his threes, there's not much you can really do with him. 10 for 17, 2 for 5, 5 for 6 from the free throw line, 27 points. It's a beautiful stat line. Had to make a quick cut. Some people walked to my room. But Wendell Carter was rough today. 2 for 4, 6 for 11. You got to shoot better from the free throw line. He's also like a big that wants to be like a shooter. You got to have some sort of free throw. Desmond Bane, he played it. He didn't play very well at all, actually. 1 for 8. I keep on looking at the free throw and thinking it's the 3-pointer, and it's got me tripping. But Desmond Bane. I know it's kind of unfair, but you're gonna need Desmond Bane to he's gonna need to hit at least 4 threes per game. He's gonna have off nights every now and then. Every shooter does, but for the season, he needs to average at least 4 threes per game. They need it really bad, like really, really bad, and it's good to see Tristan Da Silva still keeping up his solid shooting, but the shooting was really rough. 9 for 32 was, it's rough. I mean, the Hawks didn't. They actually shot worse, but I mean, I don't know. Well, it was a very grinded out game again. Usually the Magic win those games though, and usually the Hawks don't win those games. So clearly they're doing something right. Yeah, it was an entertaining game for sure. Definitely came down to the wire a little bit. Cavaliers Nets. I don't even know if we have to look at this. This was a blowout for most of the game. The Nets made a little bit of a comeback. Yeah, this is when it got to a blowout in the third quarter. I mean, 38-23. That's they tried to make it a game for sure. Yeah, I'm curious to see how the Cavs are gonna look once they get everybody back. Like Darius Garland, mainly Darius Garland, but we have DeAndre Hunter out too. I'm very curious to see how they're gonna look after everybody comes back because I don't know. I'm a little bit low on the Cavs this year, to be honest. I don't really know if they're really gonna be like. I don't really see them as contenders, honestly. I don't think they're as good as the Knicks at all. But honestly, I'm kind of low on the entire Eastern Conference. I don't really know if the Knicks are that good. I don't know if the Cavs are that good. I don't really I don't really see any contenders in the East if I'm really being honest. But yeah, again, Donovan Mitchell, very efficient, 10 for 15, 6 for 10. That's amazing for Donovan Mitchell. Sam Merrill starts, hits 6 threes, 10 shots. I mean, that's amazing. Lonzo Ball couldn't hit a shot. 8 assists, though. That's nice for your backup. Only in 23 minutes, too. So that's really good. Craig Porter Jr. was really, really good. 6 for 6. 2 for 2 from the 3. Larry Nance always plays solid enough minutes. He was -5, though. Jared Allen, yeah, I didn't really get to watch this game, to be honest with you. The numbers look decent. You want to see Evan Mobley be a lot better offensively. Well, you won, so it is what it is. You're gonna have nights like that. See, the thing is about the Nets is like, if you're gonna get a game where MPJ has 31 and Cam Thomas has 33, I feel like those are the games that they have to win. You know what I mean? Like, there's not really there. This is like best case scenario, and you had Zaire Williams have 25. Yeah, no, this is like best case scenario for the Nets. I feel like this is like, if you can't win this game, can you win it all? Like, are you gonna have more than 10 wins this season if you can't win this game? And you had Jaeger Demon hit 3 threes. Like, I don't know, man. That's how I feel about it. I feel like if I'm a Nets fan and I see that my team couldn't even win this game, I don't know if I wouldn't be very confident in anything this season. I'm sure the Nets fans aren't really that confident in anything this season, but as a Nets fan, it's got to hurt to lose a game where your 2 best players have 30 and you have a role player score 25 off the bench and you still can't pull that game out. So, yeah, that's rough, But it's, Cavs got the win. It is what it is. Okay, that's not the game that I wanted to go on to. Celtics Knicks. Yeah, didn't really tune into this game that much. I think this was the first game that was on Amazon, actually. I wanted to watch this game. I was a little bit excited to watch this game. I wanted to see what the Celtics could do against New York. But it was pretty, like, let me see. I want to go to the quarter by quarter. So the Knicks were down, and then they scored. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, the Knicks scored 42 in the second quarter and kind of blew them out. And the second half, they kind of took it easy. They lost in the second half, but it didn't really matter because they scored so much in the second quarter. I don't think I'm going to be watching the Celtics much at all this year. There's just not really anything interesting to me. There's not really anything like that I'd really like be watching for. Like, most teams have like a player or two. They have like some super entertaining players to watch. Like, even the Pelicans have like Zion. Zion's super fun to watch. But like, teams like Boston, I mean, Indiana, that game against OKC was good yesterday, but like in the long 82 game season, I'm probably not going to be watching a lot of Boston games. I'm probably not going to be watching a lot of Indiana games, a lot of Nets games. It's just like they don't have anything. They don't have like a big reason to want to watch their games. You know what I mean? Jaylen Brown is just like, I think it's gonna look rough for Jaylen Brown this season. It's like him being guarded as the first option it's gonna be a reality check in my opinion. I think people are 100% gonna stop that Jaylen Brown first option type stuff because Jaylen Brown. I just realized the light changed again, but Jaylen Brown is just not. He's not that level of player. He shouldn't have won Finals MVP in 2024, in my opinion. I think it still should have went to Tatum, but yeah, this roster is just really bad. You know, I mean, this is about as good as a Sam Hauser game can get. 6 for 10 from three is crazy. Yeah, and this is going to be reality for Derek White all season too. He's going to average like 20 points per game on like 41% from the field. Maybe that might even be too high. It's going to be rough for Derek White this season, man. Derek White being guarded as your second option, I mean, he's not ready for that at all, in my opinion. He's not ready at all for that. And people are going to realize that Derek White is a role player. And all them all-star conversations that people wanted to have with Derek White, he was never at that level. No, never at that level. And Anthony Simons, like, what is Anthony Simons doing off the bench if he's not going to score? You got to score more than 10 points per game. For this team, especially, this team has minimal scoring. Anthony Simons needs to average at least 15 off the bench. Peyton Pritchard, I mean, bro, you got to do better. No. I don't even know what else to say about the Celtics. It's rough over there. Tatum should sit the whole season. Jaylen Brown should sit the whole season. And they should try to tank for AJ DeBanza, bro. Because them trying to like compete and like be super competitive doesn't make any sense to me. But the Knicks, the Knicks, they played a solid game. They're still missing Mitchell Robinson. So the team just doesn't. It's not the team that we're really going to be seeing. It's kind of funny that Ariel Hukporti started game one and now he's DNP coach's decision. But yeah, I don't really know how to judge this team, and I really want to see them with Mitchell Robinson because I think they will look a lot better with Mitchell Robinson. I think the defense will be a lot more solid. I think. And offensively, they might be a little more steady too, because having a presence at the rim like Mitchell Robinson is very useful, and he's a very underrated defender. Very, very underrated defender. But Cat was solid. 6 for 16 is rough, but he got the job done. 26, 13, and 1 block, 1 steal. Jalen Brunson did his thing. Jalen Brunson did what Jalen Brunson does. He drew some free throws. It is what it is. Wasn't the most efficient. 10 for 20 is 50%, but, you would like especially who's guarding him. I guess it's Derek White, right? That's also the one thing about Derek White. They're going to expect him to guard the best player, but he's also the second option on offense. He's going to have a rough season, bro. I swear he's going to have a rough season. But relatively inefficient for the Knicks tonight. 3 for 10 for OG Anunoby is also rough, but, you can't really complain when you got the win. I don't really know what else to say about that game, to be honest. It's kind of boring. Now, Pistons-Rockets, I watched this game. Jalen Duren got what's it called? Ejected. I couldn't think of the word. Kate Cunningham, kind of just, to me, it looked like a last season type of Kate Cunningham game. He was grinding it out. He was good. 8 turnovers though. Sometimes it's like he just looks really out of control, and he I don't know. He really needs to get like a handle on like these jump passes, and he just throws some terrible passes sometimes. Like he's an amazing playmaker, and it gets like overlooked how great of a playmaker he is because he makes like crazy reads, and like he's one of the best playmakers in the league most of the time. And then like some games he just throws the craziest turnovers. And as a Kate Cunningham fan, it like bothers me to my core. Yeah, Tobias Harris, Tobias Harris second option hoops is rough. He shouldn't be expected to have to take 12 shots. Jaden Ivey, they need to sign Malik. I think I said this in the second video, where I was recapping the Pistons. They need Malik Beasley back. They should just sign him, bro. Get over the pride stuff. We need offense. We need shooting really bad. Duncan Robinson was good. It was good to see Duncan Robinson get back on track because those threes were very much needed tonight. Yeah, no. Everybody who played hit a three besides Jalen Duren, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, can't really complain about this game for the Pistons. You want to see Cade take a step up and not be a little more responsible with the ball, but what can you do, bro? You won the game. You want to hope that he's just going to improve throughout the season. So it is what it is. Also, Asar Thompson, incredible game, 19 points. For Asar is very nice, very very good. Yeah, the Rockets, bro. I don't know what to say about the Rockets. They're starting off 0-2 for the season. I don't know. I don't know what the Rockets should do. I really don't know. I mean, Kevin Durant got 18 free throws. 9 for 18. Only took 3 threes. I think that's the real problem here. Like, you only took 22 threes. Like, and you got, like, the Pistons are a bad three-point shooting team, and we beat you in the three-point shooting battle. It's like Kevin Durant needs to, like, let go of his pride and, like, wanting to play the game the right way. And, he doesn't want to, like, go with the trend or anything, I guess. But, like, he's the best shooter on their team. I mean, I guess Jabari Smith might be better. And, I mean, but Kevin Durant he needs to start taking threes. Like, it's unbelievable to me that he just refuses to take threes. He doesn't need to shoot 10 a game, but shoot 5, 6 threes a game. He has to do that, in my opinion, because there's just not enough shooting here. I mean, Jabari Smith, 3 for 9, that's solid. Like, I can't even complain about that. That's how many threes he should be putting up. He be shooting 8 to 9 threes per game. Reed Shepard should shoot more than 4 threes. Why is he taking 7 shots inside the arc? He shouldn't take any shots inside the arc. Reed Shepard is not good, bro. I don't like Reed Shepard, bro, as a player. I think he's awful. I mean, 3 for 4 from 3 is good, but like, that's all you can do. You went 0 for 7 inside the 3-point line. It's crazy. That's crazy. You also want to see Şengün play a lot better. I mean, you're playing against Isaiah Stewart. Isaiah Stewart's elite defensively. Had like the best. He shot like forced players to shoot 46% at the rim on him. That's like the best. Or last season he did that. That's like the best since like 2014, 2015. I mean, Isaiah Stewart's an elite defender, but I mean, Şengün is supposed to be like that guy, And you want to win a game where KD had 37. So yeah, no, it was definitely a grinded out game, and yeah, it was a little bit controversial. There was a lot of back and forth, but I don't know, man. I just don't know what to say about the Rockets. They just don't seem that good to me, and I saw somewhere that they don't have the money to sign anybody, so they're gonna be rocking with this team until like January. That's rough, bro. They might be too low by the time January comes around to like recover from. I also don't understand. After losing to the Thunder in the way you did, I know it went to double OT. not realizing that Steven Adams at the center position and Clint Capella at the center position next to Şengün doesn't work is crazy. Like, that's like insane that you are still starting him. It doesn't work to me. The offense is just too stagnant. It's not good when you have both them players on the floor. It really only was successful against the Warriors last season because the Warriors were like very small. They were running Draymond at the 5, so it's like you get a major advantage running two bigs, but you don't get that against any other team really. Yeah, I didn't watch this game. I wanted to watch this game actually because I really like Wiggins and I really like a lot of the young players on the Grizzlies. I wanted to watch this game, but when I saw that it was a blowout for like the entire game, for like I think it was the first quarter was 44-25 and 42-22. I mean, that's like letting the Heat put that many points on your head is wild, bro. The Heat don't have anything. I think Bam was like really, really good in the first quarter or something, or the first half. But like besides that, I mean, I guess their whole roster kind of played good, but they played 12 guys and they all scored. So it's like, I mean, obviously some of these players like Pelle Larsson and Drew Smith and I can't remember this guy's name. Jameer Young. This is a rookie, right? Yeah. But a lot of these players are like, obviously they played in garbage time. Like, it's just crazy that like the Grizzlies are supposed to be like laying their hat on defense. Like that's where they're supposed to like live or die. And you can't let the Heat score 146 points. That's insane. The Heat literally they don't really have offense. They don't even have Tyler Hero, bro. Like, I would understand, okay, Andrew Wiggins had like a little 30 piece because, he's capable of that. But like, there was Jovic, I like Jovic. 20 points from him is not unreasonable. Like, he should be able to get that. But like, it's not like they didn't have any outlandish scoring performances from anybody, really. And you just let them fry you. But yeah, I don't know, man. Grizzlies, they're 1-1, right? Yeah, I feel like this is just a game you need to win. You got to take care of teams like this. Oh, well, Ja played horrible. 12 points on 4 for 16 is insane. There's really not much for me to say about this game. It's a 32-point blowout, and they were losing by 40 at halftime. I really, I spent too much time on that, to be honest. Let's see. Why is it not going back? There we go. So, Spurs Pelicans, probably the best game of the night. Easily the best game of the night. Overtime game. Wembanyama. I know he fouled out right before he I think it was I know he fouled out like in the overtime. I know he didn't foul out before overtime. But he had a really nice game. -12, actually. That's kind of crazy. I expected Wembanyama to come in here and, like, really fry the Pelicans, like, genuinely, like, destroy them. I mean, look at this starting lineup, bro. Yeah, no. Wemby should have had 40 tonight. He was still good. But missing 7 inside attempts when they have no center in the entire rotation is rough. Yeah, no, Wemby should have played better tonight. He played good, though. You can't really complain with 13 for 23, 29 points, 11 rebounds, 9 blocks. But you definitely want him to be able to dominate a little bit more. A little bit of a down game for Dylan Harper, which, you can expect for a rookie point guard. But he was solid enough, 5 points, 3 assists. You can't really complain that. Or no, not 5 points, 13 points, 3 assists. Stephon Castle. I don't know why Stephon Castle would ever take 8 threes, but I guess they won, right? So Devin Vassell, nice little scoring game from him. Devin Vassell had so much potential I really thought Devin Vassell was going to be like a really like efficient scorer, like a Chris Middleton type of guy, and he just doesn't. He doesn't really have that at all in him. Um, but yeah, I mean, this was a fun game to watch. Definitely watching Zion dunk on Wembanyama in the first possession of the game was crazy. But it's Spurs won. It's nice to see. Shoot, I didn't realize he shot 16 free throws. I really like this Zion though. I like this 0 3-point attempts, just straight going to the rack, getting fouled, and playing physical, bro. That's the kind of play I like to see from Zion. Hopefully he can keep this up. Hopefully he doesn't get hurt or anything, man. I would hate to see Zion get hurt, man. Um, but yeah, that I would hate that, man. Trey Murphy was amazing. 24 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals. I mean, what more can you ask for Trey Murphy? Trey Murphy's so good, man. Jordan Poole took 20 shots. He took the most shots on the team. That's kind of wild. 3 for 9 from 3, 8 for 20. Yeah, that's insane. Sadiq Bey did his job, made his 3-pointers. Derek Queen was good, pretty good. That's pretty good. I don't know, bro. When I saw that Derek Queen or that the Pelicans traded to get that pick to pick Derek Queen, I thought that was the biggest mistake they ever made. I know it still is a big mistake because they gave up that pick and they're probably not going to make the playoffs. But if Derek Queen can be a solid enough player, it is what it is, right? I definitely didn't see Derek Queen ever panning out, and he still couldn't. There's still a chance that he doesn't pan out at all. But a 15 points in his second game is solid. And Jeremiah Fear is another efficient game for him. So, yeah, 13 points, 5 for 8. I like that from him. He can't really shoot, but if he can get to the rim like that and be efficient, you can't really complain. Yeah, but that was a good game. Probably the best game of the night. Warriors, Trailblazers. I don't know, man. This game was back and forth a lot. Denny Avdija was frying the Warriors. He had like 20 in the first half. Ended with 26. Steph was going crazy in the first half. Ended with 35. A really efficient game. 12 for 22, 7 for 14 from 3. He hit like 4 threes in the first quarter. Or like the first 8 minutes of the game. Honestly, it had me thinking that he might be trying to go for that record. And it looks like he might have been trying to gun for that, but then the league got too big and there was really no bench help at all. Jimmy wasn't that great. Kuminga was solid. He got 7 free throws. You really need Jimmy Butler to be more aggressive. He should never only be taking 7 shots. The minimum shots he should be taking is 12, I think Al Horford definitely rounds out that lineup of Steph, Kuminga, Draymond, Jimmy, Al Horford. Like that lineup is easily their best lineup. And Quentin Post didn't do a terrible job today, in the first half, but he didn't really play that much because he was kind of getting bullied a little bit, and Al Horford's not going to get bullied. I think if you have Al Horford this game, you probably win, which is, it is kind of rough because he's not going to be playing back-to-backs at all this season. And you got to hope he's old, so, injuries is not unlikely for Al Horford. But I think you gotta take this on the chin. 2-1. It's a solid start to start the season. You'll just, take it on the chin and move on for the Warriors. Trailblazers were amazing today. Donovan Clingan is just he's so good. He's so good defensively. The fact that he's taking threes with zero hesitancy and he's sparking them threes. It looks so natural for him. And if that's real, he's going to be a whole different level of player because he's going to be like Rudy Gobert with a jump shot, bro. And if anything, he's better than Rudy Gobert because he's got way better hands. He's going to be a way better offensive option than Rudy Gobert ever was, especially if he hit them threes. It sucks to see Shaedon Sharpe struggling this much too. I really want Shaedon Sharpe to find his rhythm and find that middle ground where he can be efficient while scoring, and he just always seems really inefficient when I end up watching Trailblazers games. I never understand how he's always inefficient. But hopefully he can figure it out. Tumani Kamara 7 for 13, 3 for 7. I mean that's the perfect game for too many cameras. 19-7, 2, 3 steals. I mean that's exactly what you want from Tumani Kamara. So yeah, Denny Avdia was amazing. Yeah, there's not really that much more to say. Jeremy Graham was good off the bench too. But oh yeah, Matisse Thybulle. Well, yeah. Matisse Thybulle was strapping it. He hit like a crazy transition three. A lot of these players on the Trailblazers, if they can develop into like solid enough shooters, they're gonna stick in the NBA for a long time, and they're gonna be like a Matisse Thybulle could develop to be like a solid enough shooter. Like he can. Every team would want Matisse Thybulle that can shoot, bro. I mean, his defense is incredible, and if he can add a solid 3-point shot, I mean, he'd be a very, very valuable player for a contender. Like, super, super valuable. But it was a blowout. You know, there's not much more to say about that. Warriors got to take care of business next time. The Trailblazers are good, so. Domantas Sabonis game winner in Sacramento versus the Jazz. Very close game. Larry Markkinen and Zach LaVine going back and forth. You know, that's the Bulls fan worst dream. That's their worst dream. But you know, a good Zach LaVine game is like one of the best games you can watch because he just like when he's on, he's so on, and it's just like it's almost like the shots don't even touch the rim, bro. It just be right in the net every single time he shoots it. It's crazy, bro. I love watching Zach LaVine go off. 31 points. One of the most efficient 3-point shooters in the league. 10 for 18. Sabonis hitting the game winner. Didn't have the greatest game besides that. I mean, 12 points, 12 rebounds. But you would like to see Sabonis have way more assists than that, you know. DeRozan, I didn't even realize DeRozan was really bad. He only took 9 shots, though. 7 points, 9 shots. That's not good at all, obviously. Dennis Schroeder had a solid game. 4 turnovers on 3 assists is crazy, though. Negative assist-to-turnover ratio for your point guard is never good. Looks like Russell Westbrook was probably the better option over Dennis Schroeder in this game, which is, I mean, that's probably going to happen. Not that often, but Dennis Schroeder is relatively inconsistent. So, in NBA basketball at least. Malik Monk, 7 for 14, 6 for 9 from 3 is, I mean, that's beautiful off the bench. And, yeah, I mean, this game really came down to that game winner, man. It was very close. As a Kings fan, I'd be worried that we're going head to head. We're going toe to toe with the Utah Jazz. Yeah. What can you say, bro? Not much to say about a Kings Jazz game, bro. Kings are probably like the most boring team in the league to talk about. They're in that bunch that I was talking about earlier with Boston, Indiana, Brooklyn. I just don't really have anything to say about them, man. It's not even to like put down their team. It's just like you got to have something interesting to give people a reason to watch, and I don't think they really have that. Another game, just uninteresting. A lot of blowouts today. It was kind of a bad day for basketball. And the Clippers they were hot, bro. I mean, 60% from the field, 55 from 3 as a team is insane. So it's nice to see Kawhi have him a nice little game, getting hopefully he can get in rhythm because I'd really like to see Kawhi go back to he's never going to go back to his MVP level, but or like superstar level, but you know, I'd really like for him to be nice little 23, 22 points per game, efficient. This is a good start. 27 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Beautiful stat line. Derrick Jones Jr. shooting 5 for 5 from 3. That's never going to happen again. That's like Aaron Gordon. I mean, obviously Aaron Gordon was 10 for 11, which is even crazier, but Um, yeah, I mean, I would like to see Zubac get some more touches. Um, but I mean, when you win by 30, you can't really complain. James Harden, very efficient. It's about as efficient as it gets for James Harden. Yeah, you're not really going to see a more efficient game from James Harden than that. 30 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Beautiful game for James Harden. Nah, nothing you can complain about there. John Collins getting in the game, plus 23. I mean, John Collins is going to be amazing for this team. Um, Chris Dunn, plus 18. 2 for 4 from 3 from Chris Dunn, too. Yeah, they were just hitting on all cylinders, man. I mean, when you have Chris Dunn and Derrick Jones Jr. giving you 7 threes combined, you should not lose that game. That's 21 points from threes from players that do not hit threes like that. So, yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to say about the Suns, man. Devin Booker only taking 10 shots is crazy. That's like actually insane. They must have been trapping him a lot. Again, I didn't really watch this game. I don't really watch that many of these games, to be honest. It was kind of a slow day for basketball, and I was watching the Pistons game at 8. While I was watching the Knicks game, the first game of the night, and it got boring quick, so I just turned that off so I can go watch the Pistons. The Pistons game was good. And then by the time that game was over, every game was kind of a blowout, besides the Kings and Utah Jazz, and I really just didn't really care to watch that. So, yeah, I mean, Colin Gillespie. Why can't I say that name? Grayson Allen and Dillon Brooks all shot more shots than Devin Booker, which it's just like unreal to me. That should never happen. I feel like that's the story of the game. Devin Booker on this team, bro. Devin Booker should be shooting 20 shots a game, easily. He should be forcing it. Like, Devin Booker's, he shouldn't be passing. I mean, he can pass. He's technically the point guard, but especially there's not even no Jalen Green on this team right now. He should be shooting 20 shots minimum. Never should get lower than that. But yeah, I don't know. Kind of a boring day for basketball. I'm missing the Lakers game. I don't know why I skipped over that. This was a fun game to watch. Another blowout, but I mean, watching Luka fry like that is always fun. Shot a bunch of free throws, right? Yeah, 19 free throws. Hitting his threes tonight, 49, 11, and 8. I mean, it's a beautiful stat line. What more can you say? It's good to see the Lakers. The Lakers needed this win bad. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what the problem was for the Timberwolves. I guess, I don't know. The Timberwolves played solid. I guess Naz Reid, you probably want him to give you more. You want Terrence Shannon to give you more. But besides that, I mean, maybe don't give Bones Highland any minutes. He's just not very good. I don't really understand why Bones Highland is playing over Rob Dillingham. Yeah, everybody was pretty efficient. I feel like it was just they just couldn't hold Luka at the end of the day. And Rui Hachimura, too. Yeah, he had a really good game. 10 for 13, 2 for 4. Beautiful. Looks like a little bit of a bounce back for DeAndre Ayton. He should still get more than 8 rebounds. He should be 10 rebounds minimum every single game. But I guess the rebounds were pretty diverse. He had Jerry Riddle get 7. Reeves gets 7. Luka had 11, obviously. Oh, man, I didn't even realize. Honestly, I was paying so much attention to Luka just frying the Timberwolves. I didn't even realize Austin Reeves had 25, 7, and 11. I mean, I don't know, man. If you usually are not going to lose if you're going to get both them having crazy games like that. So, and you had Rui give you 23. I mean, that's basically like you had LeBron. So, yeah, that great game for the Lakers. Doesn't get much better than that for the Lakers. You just have to. The only way that gets better is if you have LeBron. So, yeah. But yeah, relatively boring day of basketball, but it's okay. Honestly, I've been preferring the days where we get 2 primetime games. They've been a little bit more exciting. But that's the end of this video. I'll be back tomorrow. I might not be back tomorrow. I have to work pretty late tomorrow. But if it gets too late and I can't record the video, then I will record the video in the morning and post that for the recap. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.